Good day, gentle people, it's your favorite Mr. 42. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna answer an age-old question: do rockets work in a vacuum? The first flat earther on the table is Level Earth Observer. And yes, Adam, I will call you a flat earther, despite your objections. You may not want to be called that, but your own video descriptions are evidence that you are indeed a flat earther. I also recommend not abusing the copyright system. Such actions tend to bite you in the behind real fast.
Well, let's talk demonstrable reality in space. Well, rockets don't work in a vacuum.
There is no brain in your vacuum.
Hate to break it to you, and here's a practical reference highlighting that fact.
Hey Adam, I recognize this. That is the second experiment from the video.
I can't work that out.
What happened to the first one?
We've got a rocket in a vacuum chamber. We're going to see it expel its gas here in a minute as it attempts to move and prove rockets can fly in a vacuum.
Was the first one too inconvenient for you? You couldn't lie your way around it? Let's have a watch.
Now let's try to ignite it by just holding our laser in one spot. Whoa!
It fits your narrative perfectly, Adam. Why didn't you use this?
I can't work that out.
I call that failure number 1, Adam.
This rocket doesn't move whatsoever until the gases being expelled by it start pushing off the walls of the vacuum chamber.
Can you explain a bit more about that? As far as I know, gas is not very rigid.
There's no walls in space, fantasists, which means your fantasy world of rockets flying through a vacuum is just that, a fantasy. It doesn't move until the gases start pushing off the side wall of the vacuum chamber.
Are you sure about that? Are you absolutely sure? I took the first frame where the gas starts moving and the last frame before it hit the wall. There's definitely movement. That is failure number 2.
There's no walls in space. Therefore rockets have nothing to push off.
What magic forces would move the energy back from the wall to the rocket?
Nothing.
That is failure number 3.
And as a result, rockets don't work in a vacuum.
Let's travel back in time a few months, where Adam wants to see an air pressure system next to a vacuum. I think the footage you just showed us qualifies. It's an air pressure surrounded by a vacuum. Well done, Adam. That's failure number 4.
This is a practical reference that can be tested and verified by all. But it's a great representation and visual here for fantasists to look at and see that this doesn't move until the gases start to push off the walls of the vacuum chamber.
So, what was the conclusion?
My giant vacuum chamber worked perfect for testing out how rockets can fly in space.
Oops.
You selected a part of the video to try and fit your lies, failed to do so, and debunked both your current statement and a previous statement in the process. Do you know what I would call that?
Absolutely fucking pointless.
Right on. Thanks, Del. Now let's see how Taboo Conspiracy deals with this.
Another great video from Level Earth Observer, where he showed a clip from Action Lab evincing that a rocket will not work in a vacuum.
And of course, you analyzed the video thoroughly, and you're now here to prove him wrong, right? Right?
Therefore, a rocket would never be able to go to what they claim is outer space.
Oh dear. Alicia? He just saw the video and didn't think for himself. Is that good?
Ja.
Nein, das ist nicht gut. Nein. He must think for himself. Yeah?
Ja.
Yeah. He did not, did he? No.
Nee.
I haven't explored this issue for a long time, and so this was a lot of fun to see.
You still haven't really explored this issue now.
It can't be more obvious. The makeshift rocket doesn't move until the gases hit the wall of the vacuum chamber.
Except that it did move. You're just repeating a lie.
It needs something to push off of. As I was searching for the original source video, I found a similar one. Take a look.
Oh, here we go again.
Again, the model rocket engine does not produce any movement until it has something to push off of.
Now it's only fair if I perform the same standard to your video as I did to Adam's video. And what do you know? Movement before gas hits the wall. Some flat earthers will now start to cry and complain it's so little compared to the movement in the end. To that I will simply say, look at the difference in thrust. Same goes for the previous video, it's just easily visualized in this one. I'm getting a headache here, so I'm taking a break. It's easy to say it's because of these flat earthers, but it's really the lights from this webcam shining into my eyes. Maybe both. And by the magical filmmaking, I'm feeling all better now. Let's watch some Mikey Smith. Am I sure? Absolutely not.
Should we do videos or moons? I mean, videos or pictures, I should say. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to...
How long is this video? Ooh, it's a live stream, 1 hour and 5 minutes. We're not gonna do all of that. Let me skip to some interesting parts, so you don't have to watch it all.
Just tell me why these blue blotches are here. You see this blueness here? Notice the sky is blue behind the moon. I'm kind of curious about this. Can you explain to me why these are blue during the daytime and then black or really dark gray at night? Can you please explain this to me, please? I will sit here and wait for you to explain why it's blue. The same color as the sky behind it.
This picture was kindly given to me by Smoku, and it explains how the blue sky in front of the moon can color what the moon looks like.
Oh my God, someone tickled my fancy and called me Bob. I am recording the sunspots during the day. They were quite different today. I'm sure if, of course we can only assume, I don't think the sun is rotating like the moon. The sun is just going like this, and I don't know what the sunspots are, but they are different locations from day to day.
I post a video every month on my second channel, where you can see the sun rotating.
Because I have my solar filter on there, you can see how reflective it is.
Because, of course he has a P900.
This is probably not going to work, but I'm going to try to point my laser at the sun during the day. Of course, when would I be able to point it at night? It's not there in the night. So I'll point my laser at the moon, and not at the moon, at the sun, and see if this filter helps me see it on the sun. Wouldn't that be something? Because guess what, boys? The moon is not 240,000 miles away.
Wait, between those last two clips I didn't cut anything. Weren't we talking about the sun, and now suddenly it is about the moon? What happened, Mikey?
Because my laser, that's what I was going to show you, touches the moon. The blue light coming from my laser curves when it touches the moon.
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
Because this obviously blocks out all of the crazy sun rays that does not allow you to focus on the sun unless you have one of these filters, as you've seen in my videos. So This is going to allow me to block out all of the sun rays, the brightness, so I can point my laser at the moon. At the sun. And maybe I might be able to pick it up. Who knows? I'm just theorizing right now.
Utter useless moron.
But if I can do that, then the sun's really close.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
I have to give Mikey some credit to fantasize outside the box. But shining a laser on a very hot ball of plasma won't get you anywhere, no matter the distance. What kind of experiment is this again, Mikey?
Bullshit with a capital bull shit. It's 93 million miles away. A burning ball of gas in a vacuum.
It's not gas and it's not burning.
That's even more hilarious. You're going to have to show me how you light a match in a vacuum.
That's a strawman argument and completely irrelevant. Mikey rambles on for another 20 minutes, but I'm done with this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit like, subscribe to the channel and share the frick out of it. This has been Mr. 42, out. Don't panic.
Bullshit with a capital bull shit.